2, 3. We're live. Goodness, that was quick. Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome. This is Let's Talk Airguns, the Airgun Expo 2025 edition. I have John here from New England Airgun. John, how you doing?
Doing good, Rick.
Yeah, we had a pretty wild day down at the range.
Yeah, we tried a whole bunch of different guns, some shooting different targets, and once again, the women come out on top.
Yeah, what's up with that? We had, oh yeah, I forgot all about that, John. Did you have to bring that up? Oh, goodness. Yes. So today we debuted the concept of It's All About the Shooter, which is really everybody shoots the same gun.
Yep. And
you came out strong.
Yeah, started off really strong. And
came out strong. I think I might have made the targets a little bit too hard. Maybe I'll change them. I don't know. But no, you came out strong. And then Sue shot and just like almost doubled your score. Just tripled my score. So yeah, that's how that worked. But that was a lot of fun. We were shooting the Bar 1100Z with their scope, JSB pellets, and everybody shooting the same thing at 50 yards, which was way, way fun. So it's the first time you've ever been out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first time we've met. We've talked a lot on the phone. I mean, we started talking way back with Evanex.
Yep.
By the way, guys, I don't have a script for tonight. We're just going to talk shop. Or is that fine? That's
sure.
Fine. We're going to talk shop. You have a shop up in New England. You have a website, New England Airgun, for the info at New England Airguns if you guys want to buy some cool air guns, right?
Exactly.
There you go.
Keep it confusing.
Yeah, why not? You can get to either place either way, but it's not a big deal. But we started talking way back in the day with Evanex stuff.
Yeah.
That's sort of how we met. And you still carry some Evanex?
Yeah, we're still carrying the Evanex. Actually worked very close with Mr. Lee to come out with the Viper.
Cool.
Didn't come out exactly with everything I suggested, but he did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
We're still working on him to make some future improvements, but he did a pretty good job with it.
I think I've got I've got a 22, 25, 30, and I've got the 22 Viper X.
Yep.
And I think what I want to do before the weekend out is you have to leave early Monday, which is a bummer. But I think I might take the little carbine stock and put it on one of the, like the 22 or something. Because that is like a little micro carbine, I think would be.
Yeah, it doesn't fit on the X.
No, it doesn't.
No, X is a little slimmer, so the hole in the back for the hammer spring is a little smaller, so not transferable.
But I think that would be cool, though. I mean, because we're actually working, one of the things that was really fun today was meeting the Sling Guru guys.
Yeah, the incredible product.
What did you think about that? Tell me your thoughts. I'll tell you my first impressions, and then you can tell me how you think.
Okay, go for it.
When I first looked at it, I went, "Oh God, a Sling."
That's what I said too. A Sling. Like, okay, a Sling. Yeah,
Sling. And then I got one, and I'll stop there, and I want to know your thoughts.
As I cough through this.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, everybody.
I'm gonna take some bubbly water and see if I can belch it.
That's what it is. Wait a minute, where's the vodka in here?
Yeah, I forgot that. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I thought the same thing as you. It's like a sling. I'm like, okay, fine, a sling. It's like some people like slings and everything, and we always have some slings in the store for somebody who needs one. But these slings are actually very different. Your normal slings, the gun is just squashed on your back or on your front. And they don't always stay where they're supposed to be. They slide, they twist, they turn, they slide off your shoulder and fall down. And these slings are phenomenal. The sling itself wraps around your body, and then the gun hangs from the sling. And you can put it very quickly in different carry positions. So if you're out hunting, you got to go over a stone wall or whatever, you can throw it onto your back and climb over. If you're going up into a tree stand, there's a secure way to really get it on your back, and it doesn't move. So
yeah, it turns it like to a backpack where it comes around here, and I still haven't figured that out. I know I'm actually giving them grief now because it's probably not that big of a deal once you've done it a bit.
It's just a little bit of karate. You just gotta
it's like you know that little wooden thing you're supposed to. It's about like that.
Yeah.
You hit it 14 times and stand on your left foot, hop, and then it'll jump. It goes right into place.
You put your left hand
and
down.
yes.
Yep.
No, I'm picking on them about it. It's not that bad, but it is.
There's a technique.
There is. I will tell you what happened is I was like, oh God, Sling, this guy's going to call me again. Sorry, Steve. I'm spilling the beans. Like, obviously he's very excited about this sling.
You've got a lot to be excited about.
All right, so he
awesome.
sends me some slings. I get them in. I'm looking at them like, okay. All right, how's this work? And then I put it on my brake barrel. I'm like, all right, how's this work? So I call him, and he walks me through the process, and I put it on. I'm like, oh, I think I get this now. I think I understand the beginning of the enthusiasm. And like that day, I had Sue grab the Osmo, and we went outside, and we filmed out here just a quick little short and then a little video, because once you get the point of it, it was like, I get this. I took it for a walk with my dog. It's you just forget it's there.
Yeah, you literally do, because the sling is on your body.
Yeah.
It's.
You have some photos in your Google Photos from today with the sling.
Let me.
Everybody getting to try it on.
Yeah, don't switch over to that yet. But
tell me when you got it.
Yeah, I mean, here's some photos. Ready? Yeah. So this is us with the Sling Guru guys. We were talking and chatting, and they were going through all the fun stuff. These are all the guns we were able to sling. Everything from a brake barrel to the little Brocock. I love the single point adaptation.
Yeah.
The single point where you can go on either side of a backpack or your bino case. And they've got a new product now, which is your rifle bag, which has a mount point on it. So you always have your gear with you. And it's like, again, so comfortable you don't even know it's there.
Yeah, you get your gear on your back, the gun on your front.
Yeah.
And all the weight is on your shoulder like a backpack.
It is really cool. Here they go through. There's my sister. Hi, Cheryl. That is the Gammo Classic, the Aero Classic, which is not necessarily a light gun. And she's relatively small. She doesn't like, I should say relatively small. She could take offense. She's relatively small. And she's like it's not even there. I mean, the way it distributes the weight is just really, really cool. And she's liking it. See, she's enjoying herself. And there she's enjoying herself. Anyway, before I show more pictures of things that maybe we don't want to show, let's go on. But I'm back on my screen. Cool. But it was, I think we spent probably an hour just talking to them about the different slings and how they work. And he's got so many different products and so many different ways to use them. It is just really cool. The brake barrel thing for me, going out and doing the hunts with Gammo and whatnot, it is difficult to sling a brake barrel, just generally.
Yep. There's just no place to mount.
Yeah. But this just works.
Yeah.
It just works. And you do need to make sure that the mounting point stays down so that it doesn't jam up when you cock the gun, right?
Yeah.
But as long as that stays down, it comes kind of down and around the foregrip, the stock, then you're good to go. You cock it, run and gun, and then sling it behind your back. You can move, you can just pull it right around, and then it stays all connected, and you shoot while it's all sort of connected to you. It's just really, really cool. So we'll be doing more with them coming up. Yes, Sue?
Someone asked, what is the sling that Cheryl liked?
That was the one that was on a backpack. The guy said he asked people, come up with the ugliest backpack you have, and he turns this, the ugly backpack into something really cool. See if I can find a photo of her. She's got, well, I'll just show you the one of her with the gun.
Yeah, he adds their straps onto the backpack straps.
Yeah.
And it gives you a connection to go to their gun attachments.
Yeah, so you see it's right there. There's the backpack, and he adds their strap to it, and it actually does a single point sling to like that full-size rifle.
Yeah.
It's really cool. So that's how that works. So it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. And I was shooting the little Brocock Ranger XR on like a little single. It's like, it's not even there. So we'll be doing more with that. We rigged up the Barra 400E. We rigged up the Barra 250Z. We want to rig up we rigged up the Bulldog.
Benjamin Bulldog.
Yeah. The ugliest gun with the prettiest sling. Yeah.
I figured that would be a nice, safe one to practice the karate, flip overs, and everything. Yeah. It's a fairly heavy gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the Magnum. It wasn't the regular one. So
yeah, and if you were
a little more weight.
if you were to sling that, how it's going to go on the little front point, the front back point, and it's going to be on your shoulder straight up, which is fine. But a regular rifle sling, unless the sling's like perfect, it wants to slide, it wants to slip. I was telling the guys at dinner, by the way, to all the folks and the ladies that are cooking, and Charlie cooked the burgers today, all the folks in the kitchen taking care of us, thank you so much, appreciate it. I was telling them a pretty scary story. There's been a few times where I've had incidences which were just, frankly, terrifying. I was on a hunt with my cameraman. You guys may remember Aaron the Barbarian. We were in Williams hunting prairie dogs, and I had my FIREARMS S510 regulated 25 cal. So it was the big ultimate sporter, big heavy stock. It was a big heavy gun, and we were hunting prairie dogs, and we're going underneath a tree, and that gun has swivel, swivel point or swivel studs where you can mount a sling. So I had a regular rifle sling on it, and it always would slide on me. So the butt of the gun would always slide forward. And I don't know if you've ever had that where the balance is, it just wants to slide forward. So I was always fighting the daggum rifle position. Or I could sling it like across my body, but then if I wanted to take a shot, I had to like take it off and then get reset. It was never in a ready to go position. So I'd have it on my shoulder, and I just would kind of either grab the back of the sling, try to, or maybe sometimes I grab like around the trigger guard. Those are bad ideas, by the way. Just gonna tell you. And we're coming up to this tree, and we're gonna go into this tree and sit, and then see if we can spot some prairie dogs. And the gun's slipping again, and I reach back, and I forgot to put the safety on. Now, I'd love to say I was like and people who know me know this is not true. I always set the safety. I always have the guns unloaded. The reality is we don't, right? We make mistakes. Well, is it really a mistake, or are we just not paying attention, right? We get to where we get maybe a little complacent, I guess is maybe the right term. Anyway, I had to put the safety on. I reached back. The gun had slid forward, and when I put my finger to steady it, it hit the trigger, and the barrel of the gun was right there by Aaron's head, and it discharged. If that had been, just a few inches, it would have killed him. That will shake you up.
Big time.
That'll shake you up. Yeah. With this product, that really wouldn't happen. I mean, it just is, not only does it secure the gun, it just makes the whole thing safer. I think it would be a really cool accessory for airgun companies to consider, in the sense of at least making it available, or at least making it, mounting slings appropriately to their guns, making that available would be just really cool. They can have the coolest design, right? But if it's not, if you can't go anywhere with it safely, kind of loses its shine anyway. Mm-hmm. So yes, Sue.
Did you want to show them that thing on Sling Guru's website? It's the XO13 Sling.
XO13, yeah, let me pull it up. Okay, so I'll go to
slingguru.com and then shop now, and then it's on the top.
Yeah, I've got it. It's right here. Yeah. So if you switch over. The other thing, the other thing about their products is they're made in the U.S.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Made in the U.S. Background is military, law enforcement. So that's it. That's all it is right there. But the bottom piece there, that has a loop with a buckle, and you put the loop where you want to attach it to your rifle or whatever, and it clips into the buckle, and
it does miraculous things.
Yeah, that's it right there. That's the short and long of it.
I don't know if they have videos on this showing how the different positions are.
They have some. I mean, I'm going to really talk to Javi about doing some more stuff with air guns, because their focus, and really the big ticket item is going to be a government contract or their law enforcement division or a state or something. I get it. Us air gunners, we're low on the gun totem pole, aren't we? But I think that if we're out there hunting, we want to really promote safety and have things secure and have a good time and be comfortable doing it. This is it's a great product. So I would love to be able to show.
And you also want to protect your gun.
That's true too. Only banging around.
Yeah, it lets you carry it around and just protect it because it's comfortable to carry it.
So here's an AR slung on that sling, and you see they just go around the buffer tube, and it hooks to the buckle, and now you've got your gun secure. And he was showing me, I forgot which gun it was, but he was showing you can even take one of those and actually still put it behind you and have it hang behind you.
Yeah.
So it is just really, really cool.
Yeah, put it on the left,
There
put
it
it
is.
on the right, hang it on your back.
I need to get your camera in there.
Okay.
Which camera were you? Do you know?
I'm the HD Video Pro 1, something like that. Yeah.
Remove this and make you smaller so that you can see while we're talking.
Yeah, so that's it hanging backwards. The other thing they were talking about, like this picture, guy's got to carry.
Yeah.
And because you can position it left or right, and it stays put, it doesn't interfere with your carry weapon. If you're right or left, you just put it the opposite side, so you have access to whatever you need. That's like the law enforcement side. I don't know this. Us air gunners go out strapped like that, but you never know.
Oh, get your little fanny pack on your side with all your pellets in it and everything. And
Yep.
it's just you can stay away from all your accessories that you're carrying.
Yeah. So here it is on like a tactical backpack with like the plate in front and everything. Anyway, I think you guys get the idea. Pretty exciting stuff. Who'd have thunk?
You got to see the videos though. See how it actually works. It's not like a sling that you think of a sling. And we're looking at the mounting points here and stuff, and it doesn't show what it really does.
Yeah.
I mean, it's from any position you can get up to a firing position, and it's comfortable. You can bring it up left-handed, bring it up right-handed. It's an incredible design. He worked on it a good long time.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have him at the New England Airgun, and
Sweet.
so we'll be using them more.
Well, that's awesome. I was hoping that you guys would connect and it go well.
Yeah, we talked about that over dinner a little bit tonight. We're gonna talk again tomorrow, and we're gonna carry them, and
That's great.
because we don't have anything that's been great for carrying the guns. It's not in use.
Yeah.
Just carry them out to the field in a box, take them out of the box, and hope you don't drop them.
Yeah.
At least with this sling, if you drop it,
It
it
just hangs there.
stays on your body.
The other thing I thought was really cool, you take like the 13 we were just looking at, the was it the XO 13? Once you have the buckle, then you can get they sell just the little loopy adapter things. You can rig up a whole bunch of guns, and whatever you're going to do that day, you just grab the one you want, clip it on, and go. So you don't have to buy the sling over and over and over. Once you have the sling system, you can just buy the attachments and make it work, which I think is also very, very cool.
And they have all different colors, so you could do all your 22s in one color, all your 25s in another color.
Yeah.
And just so many different possibilities. He's thought of a lot of things. Makes it a cool product.
Really nice guy. His name's Javier. Really, really nice guy. All right, so we talked about Sling Guru stuff. It was like, I think, the thing. I always ask people, what was the thing of the day that got you most excited? I think it probably was the Sling. I would have thought it would have been an air gun. Or maybe Sue getting the highest score.
Sue getting the highest score was a pretty good one.
Yeah, that was pretty good for her. We're not asking her. But yes, we'll talk about that a little bit, I suppose. We did our first round of It's All About the Shooter. Now, that was humbling. I gotta tell you, I did not shoot well. I don't know that I liked it. I mean, I did like it, but...
Oh, I love doing that.
Do you?
Yeah, I love doing that. Everybody shoots the same gun. To me, it's like stock car racing. You're all doing the same
There's
thing.
Sue's target. That is just upsetting. Not really. She did really well.
Yeah.
And she completely whiffed a target, or she would have been even more.
Applaud now.
Insert applause here.
Yeah.
If only I had the applause button.
Yeah.
Yep.
She did really, really good.
I even tried to shoot another target off camera, and
how'd you do? Oh, that's right. It was.
I did worse.
That was 50 yards.
Yeah, it was 50 yards. Yeah. There's Bob. Poor Bob. He got an 8. Just poor Bob. Let's
What
see.
did you get again?
Like a 12 or something nonsense.
I got 13 on my second one.
And I go to what?
40 something. I don't want to talk about it. 46.
Can you rotate that?
I'm sure I can, but it was taken funny. I'm just looking at Cheryl. Cheryl got, what'd she get? She got a 6. Oh, sorry, Cheryl. She did not. We're going to give everybody a do-over tomorrow.
Including me?
No, you're done. You're the target to beat. Where's mine? I don't even know what I'm talking about. No, mine's not here. Good. It didn't happen. I get to do a whole do-over. No, it was fun. We had a good time. I'm going to be posting those targets on Gateway Airgun. So if you guys want to do some shooting with us, and I'm probably going to create a gate that has like it's all about the shooter, and you can post your targets, and maybe we'll do some stuff. We give away pellets or whatever. I'm sure we could talk to Javi, and he'll donate a sling for us to give away.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that's going to be the scoop. We're going to be giving away the gun that we were shooting. You can come off my computer now, Ben.
I'm off your
Okay.
Oh, hold on. No, I'm not. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't like this new mini.
We're going to be giving away the gun that we're shooting. So we're going to create a giveaway. I was hoping to do it sometime last week, but man, it was we had a lot more challenges than I expected, so I didn't get it done. But after the expo, we're going to give away the gun that we're shooting for. It's all about the shooter. It'll come with a gun, scope. I'll throw in some pellets, and I'll see if Javi will throw in a sling. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. And that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to ask him tomorrow and see if he'll do that. But we'll be doing that through our raffle giveaway page. Not raffle, excuse me, our giveaway page. We can't do raffles. We'll do it through our giveaway page, and we'll put links up, and you guys can check it out. So if you want to win that gun, we'll run the contest for, I don't know, a period of time. And if you guys are interested, want to join up, won't cost you anything. Want to sign up? No, it'll cost your email address, so I'm not sure yet.
Cost them a target.
Cost them a target, yeah.
Shoot a target. Let's see a score.
Yeah, that might be a great entry, like an extra entry where they send it. Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Huh. All right, well, we'll figure out a way. We're going to do the contest and the giveaway. And Bara, I want to say, thank you to Bara for helping us do this. I think there's lots of opportunities for clubs to have just fun shoots, just fun times where they can get people together and shoot, even if they don't have guns, right?
Oh, yeah.
You open your range up every now and then for new people to come in and shoot, do you?
I mean, once in a while, what we'll do is we have 6 shooting lanes, so we'll put the same gun in every lane, and people can come in. And well, one of the things that we do is range safety is priority, and most people know nothing about guns. And even if they know something about guns, the range safety really wasn't their priority when they got their licensing or whatever. So everybody goes through our range safety, and then they go in and they shoot, and we try to do prizes and stuff, and the highest score of the week or whatever will win something, or we'll take the top 5 and have them come in again and shoot against each other, the top 5, and try to make it fun, get people to shoot multiple times.
Sure. When we had Havasu Airgunners back in Lake Havasu, we'd go once a month. The local shooting range, gorgeous facility, would let us come and use their 100-yard range for 4 hours, like 8 to 12, and we'd invite the community down to just come shoot. And I'd bring out my guns, we'd all share, we'd all have tanks and stuff, and some folks would show up never having touched a gun and be able to shoot an air gun. Then they'd get like, wow, this is really cool, and get very interested in the whole sport. And I think that's awesome. I think doing something like this, it's all about the shooter competition where it's not super high-end stuff. It's just everyday stuff people can afford, and then having people compete with that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun.
I would love to see shoots happen that you're limited to an under $300 gun.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
And that's not, I got a $300 gun because I've got this discount, that discount, and I sold something else to go
MSRP,
towards it.
right?
Yeah, it's gotta be a $300 gun that anyone can buy.
Yep.
And go out and compete with that. And we used to do that every single week. And a lot of these shoots just end up being a race to the highest cost gun possible and trying to buy points.
Yeah.
And I love shooting the break barrels. And I shoot a Crossman Nitro Venom.
Well,
it's probably a 20-year-old gun now. Bought it for $120.
Wow, that's cool.
That was actually the start of New England Airgun.
Yeah.
And I love shooting that thing, and it's an inexpensive gun, and anyone can do it. I try to convince people all the time. they always want to wait until they're good enough and they have a good enough gun. And you have a $200 gun. It's good enough.
Yeah.
It's your second time out holding the gun in your hand. You've shot it enough.
Yeah.
Get out there and just compete. Get out with the community. Everybody's going to help you get better, and it's just fun.
Yeah. 578 Beta says we have lives often. I generally do a live every week. It'll be either on a Friday or Saturday, depending on what Sue's and my schedule is. I think Saturday's probably going to be the more typical, but it all depends on how it works out. But this week we're going to have a live tonight, tomorrow, and Monday night, sort of a wrap up of the day's events. But yeah, you're welcome to definitely come up and join us. Love to have you come up and hang out with us. So some people are talking about what you're saying here. Now that's what I'd like, but about $400 to $500 limit on our, on PCPs. I think that you could definitely create various classes. We got Benjamin Spencer here, and I know that's certainly something he is all about, is keeping the shooting sports accessible and fun, right? I mean, if it isn't fun, why would you go do it? I mean, I get it. If you're competing for a 20 grand prize and win, that's going to be pretty fun. And that's some pretty nice bragging rights too, right? Because you're competing against shooters all over the world. But for the average Joe, they wouldn't even think about even trying that.
My first organized shoot, I was next to 3 guys that had $3,000 to $6,000 worth of gun in their hand. Mm. And I had my handy dandy little $120 break barrel rifle. And I shot almost as well as they did. These guys were actually world champions.
Wow.
And I kept right up to them with a $120 gun. It's not always all about how much you spend on it. Yeah. It's a lot about you.
And not to discount some of those shooters, because some of them are pretty good, but I mean, it is, I personally love the idea of everybody shoots the same thing. It's got to be affordable, got to be accessible, and let's see what you got. What you got going on over there, Sue?
Benjamin Spencer asked John, speaking of equipment race, combating against it, has he ever heard of Ultimate FT or the Full Monty?
No, I have not.
I got you.
I don't know if you could hear me ask the question on camera, so you might want to.
No, we were just reading Ben's question. So Ben has got some cool stuff going on out there in Arizona with like ultimate field target where they're shooting. I think, Ben, correct me if I'm wrong, but big bore field target stuff. I always thought what I wanted to do, we actually created some prototypes and have some air gunners on big bore field target where you're shooting 3.57 and up, 300 yards. You're actually really stretching it. So that would excite me. I mean, big bore, having a deer target with a 4-inch kill shot at 300 yards. Okay, that would be cool.
That would be really cool.
I mean, that would be awesome. I mean, that's the kind of stuff I would really enjoy. Now I'm working with Nate Croney, and with his smart target, we can get it all dialed in. We could build a target that had a kill zone that when you hit it, it would cause lights to go. So you wouldn't need Wi-Fi and all that other stuff, but you could set that way out and the lights would be bright enough you could see it. That would be neat.
Yep.
Have some light up targets. So I don't know, who knows? Maybe we can still do it.
Yeah, I know. And in Massachusetts, we're very limited on where we can shoot in distance because everything's really close.
Yeah.
Out here, tons and tons of land. You can set up a long distance shoot pretty easy, I would expect. But we're trying to get there's one club in Western Mass that I think it's the oldest shooting club in the nation. They have 1,000-yard range. So we're trying to set up, guys over at Airguns of Arizona actually asked me if I would bring them in with their extreme field target. They would bring in all the equipment and show us how to run it and get it all set up. And not something that's happening this year, but in the future, would love to get something like that set up. It's just a matter of getting the space and getting the equipment. And
I want you to talk to Ben.
Yeah,
I'll get you and Ben together because he's got a competing system or a competing opportunity. I actually have one of his targets down the range. He's talking about it here, but it's his
Mhm.
target. You can set from like 12 foot-pounds to 90 to 100 foot-pounds on the same target, and
Nice.
and actuate it. So you can shoot 10 foot-pounds, or you can go stretch it out and shoot. We can shoot the Hubin 25 cranked up.
Yeah.
So I'll let you see that target because it's pretty cool. But I'll get you in touch with Ben, and if it's
No,
something
that would be awesome.
that might work out, because he's got a really cool program that he's been doing.
Did you see his messages in the chat?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I'll get you in touch with him because he'd be a really good contact for you. Now, when you talk to Ben, I'm going to warn you. Hi, Ben. Talking to Ben can be a little like talking, drinking from a fire hose. I'm just going to tell you, warn you right up front. But you're going to want to talk to him because I think he might have some cool stuff for you.
Cool.
And I think, Ben, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you're doing ultimate field target, I believe. So let me know about that.
He said he's doing 177 to 30 cal.
Yep.
And that you have a target you sent him
Yep.
that'll fall at 12 foot-pounds at 55 yards, or 20 foot-pounds at 100 yards.
Yep. Now here's the Airgunner 03 says, my two shooting buddies have FX guns and I shoot my Avengers, and we shot about the same score 2 times a month, 70 to 100 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that is what we kind of talked about today. Javi asked me, because we shot the Bar 1100, he says, I really like this gun. I really like this gun. I said, yeah, I mean, it's a $300 gun with a little practice, the right conditions, I mean, it's sub-inch, easy sub-inch at 50 yards. I mean, that's 2 MOA, right? I mean, I know we all want sub-MOA, right? That's what we want. Let's be realistic. It's a $280 gun. And I'm not a world-class shooter. If I can get under an inch at 50 yards with a gun like that, I'm going to be pretty happy. He said, what's the difference between that and like an expensive gun? And it's the experience. The effects on target are actually negligible. I don't know what's your thoughts on that.
Well, you're spending a lot of money to buy a few number of extra points.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like cars. You can go out and get a Volkswagen Beetle, or you can go out and get a Ferrari.
Mm-hmm.
They're both going to get you to work,
Yep.
but just you've got the money to spend it. Sometimes it's nice to have all the extras,
Yeah.
the adjustments, and
6-way adjustable seats,
yeah,
power seats,
heated,
cooled,
all that vibration, massage.
Yeah, there you go.
The gun that you were talking about that Harvey liked,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to shoot that.
You did. That was the one you shot the competition with and
Oh,
beat
it
us
is?
all. Yes.
Never mind.
Did you like that gun?
I mean, I shot well with it.
She
so-
shot well with it. She brought
Yeah.
like 2 yes, I know.
I shot the red out of the little teeny.
Yes, she shot the red out. Yes.
Oh,
I know.
all I did was shoot the red out of the center of the
Yeah,
circle.
the size of it's the
It
size of a
wasn't.
ballpoint
It wasn't
pen.
that hard.
Yeah, it was easy. Oh, what's the big deal? Why didn't you guys do it? I mean, this is what we heard from Sue out there. Oh, it's so hard. Why aren't you guys doing this well?
I did not say that, not even once.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
I did. Shoot.
She did shoot.
Little red dot out.
You did.
She couldn't
She-
even see in there. She had a magnifying glass.
Oh, it was fun. We had a really good time today. I'm trying to remember all the guns we shot today because we shot a mess up. And we started with the Hubin, which was fun. I mean,
Do you need me to remind you?
no,
what
I
you did today?
no, goodness.
The list is long.
The Hubin, I mean, I always wanted one, and then I shot the LCS. I didn't like it. And I thought the Hubin was going to be like the LCS, so I was no longer enthused. And then we did the expo, and you sent me one to run. And all of a sudden, very enthused.
Yeah. Like you just got to try this. It's not even the same. It's
Yeah.
not the same animal.
It is just straight up an exceptional air gun, and it's not cheap. It's not cheap. It's what 21, 19, 21, depending on which
1850 for the rifle.
synthetic.
1250 for the pistol.
Yeah.
You want a wooden stock limited edition. They only put out 10 of those for every 100 synthetics that they manufacture. Those are like $21.50.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
they're not like anything else out there. If you were only to have one gun and that's all you were allowed, this one will do everything you need it to do. It'll drop down wild hogs. You can go into a barn and turn down the power and shoot pigeons in a barn and not go through the roof. So totally versatile gun. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I do really like I really like the Hubin, and the pistol is just another world. I don't even know how the engineering it defies the laws of physics as far as I'm concerned. The power you get out of that, and the shot count you get out of a teeny little tank, and a pistol that's not very heavy. It's just they really know what they're doing. They're just exceptional.
That valve is super efficient.
Yeah.
Until you try to way overpower it.
Yeah.
And then it tells you that it's
it's
no longer efficient. It dumps your whole tank.
Well, let's talk about this. Let's kind of maybe have a not like serious, but let's have a discussion, maybe an educational discussion a little bit. I come from the perspective that I'm fine tinkering on guns within the manufacturer's capabilities.
Yep.
Okay, I had a video we did the other day, just kind of testing the live stream stuff in here, where I took the 1100 and took it out of stock and kind of went through the different settings on the trigger. And the gun we were shooting today for the competition is the one I set the trigger on. I did not change parts out. I didn't even polish or do anything to the parts. I set the over travel so that it stopped after the break. It stopped. It had a hard stop, so it didn't keep pulling. And I took a little bit off the pressure, so a little bit less trigger pull. I did not change the sear engagement. I kind of left that where it was. I might have maybe just a fraction. I don't remember, but I think I left it pretty much factory. But I did do the stop, and I did take a little of the pressure off. And that compared to the factory gun, I don't know if you shot the black one yet, but it is so much nicer. I mean, just that little bit. But I didn't modify the existing parts. I didn't go put a roller bearing in. That's for people know what that is, that know what that is. I didn't go put a roller bearing in it. I didn't put a different trigger blade in it. I didn't go put a longer screw in there to take all the sear away, so if I drop the gun, it goes off. I didn't do any of that stuff. I just modified it for what was there, and then I'll learn to use it in that state. That's my perspective.
Just adjusted within factory specs.
There you go. So, and I'm the same way when it comes to power, right? If I have a gun that will do 100, but the factory says do 100, I'm not interested really to push it to 130. There's a lot of people that want to go beyond factory spec. I'll kick it to you because you deal with more people than I do in that. What do you think of that mindset?
I have the same mindset with motorcycles.
Okay.
My motorcycle is unmodified.
Okay.
All my buddies who modify their motorcycles, they ride for a week and then they're in the shop for the rest of the summer because they've modified the crap out of their motorcycles and they break down all the time. Same thing happens with the air guns. You tried to push them harder than they're supposed to be. You really should have bought a different gun.
That is exactly how I see it.
Yeah.
If you need 100,
You've said all these years.
It is.
Yeah, but it's different when somebody else is also saying it and wasn't prompted for it.
I mean,
just,
it is. I deal with it a ton, and I came up in that world, not understanding what I was doing, trying to take a gun. I did this over and over and over and over. I'll tell you a story, and I've probably told it on here before. I always wanted an RWS 350 Magnum.
Yep.
Beautiful gun, German made. The T06 trigger is the one I really like. And it is just an exceptionally good, powerful break barrel. Well, it was also 400 and some change.
Yep.
And I didn't want to spend 400 and some change. So I bought all of these guns that were supposed to be like one if you only did these 4 or 5 things. There was not a single one, after doing any of those things, that came close to what the 350 was. And I probably bought 2 or 3 350s trying not to buy one, trying to save a buck.
Yeah.
If I just bought the right one in the first place.
Yeah.
That's one example of a gun that I tried to go many different ways to get what I wanted without just waiting and getting what I wanted.
Yeah. The thing, I'm a design engineer. It's what I've done since
I didn't know that.
I was 18. I've been doing computer-aided design. I got my name on a bunch of patents, done all sorts of neat things for the military, and all sorts of stuff. And it's like, there's what they call the factor of safety.
Mm-hmm.
And what all these people doing mods to their air guns are doing is they're stealing from the factor of safety built into the gun to make it safe. And they're giving the gun more power, making it closer to unsafe.
I hadn't thought of it that way, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So it's like, there's engineers out there that they've gone to school for a long time. They've seen lots of things. They do this all day long. And they design these guns to make them consumer safe and the right power so that they last a long time.
Yeah.
You go out there and start modifying those guns, you are getting closer and closer to danger.
Yeah.
And I've seen some videos online of guns that have blown up and parts going through people's legs, and it's not pretty. And that's what happens when you try to modify them beyond. You're going to get it modified, and it might work well for a while.
Yeah.
But when you lose your factor of safety and parts start to rupture,
And
there are certain parts in the guns. I mean, everybody knows the burst discs.
Yep.
And so many people will take and say, hey, I can stick a penny under there. I don't need a friggin' burst disc. That burst disc is protecting you from parts that will explode and kill you.
Catastrophic failure.
from doing that. Yeah. So it's like, you don't want to negate those things. There's a purpose behind them. Yeah. And there's certain parts that are supposed to fail before others. So you don't get hurt. Right. And the product doesn't get hurt.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's my whole take on it. It's like, if the gun doesn't have what you need, you get the wrong gun, go out and buy another one.
Yeah. And boy, that sounds like, you elitist snob.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's actually good advice.
We sell them on consignment, so you can sell your older gun and transfer into a new one, and it doesn't cost you that much more.
Yeah,
trade-in programs.
But the reality is actually really good advice. I wish somebody had told me that. I probably wouldn't have listened to him. I probably would have thought, yeah, whatever, I'm going to try to do it my way. But looking back now, I wish I had just bought the one I wanted, saved up, because I could have just saved up and not gone after that instant, immediate gratification and just been patient as a 30-year-old. Yeah, wasn't happening. Barely happens now, but I would be patient and just get the one I wanted. And it doesn't mean that it has to be the expensive one. I'll give you an example. Crossman released a super affordable PCP not too long ago. It was like less than a couple $100. If you want a PCP, but you want it to be adjustable, maybe save a little bit and buy the Avenger.
Yeah.
Right. It's going to go from 200 to 400 or whatever, but the difference in what you're getting is way more than double.
You want a little better quality, then you bump up to the Avenger X.
Yeah, there you go.
I like what Benjamin said. Buy once, cry once.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. There's a guy I watch on.
But don't miss the fun. Go out and get an inexpensive one and use that until you can afford the one you really want. Don't miss any of the fun. Just not doing anything, waiting for the big one to come in.
That's true. We did talk, and we talked about brake barrels today and how they are a great entry point.
Mm-hmm.
They have the most power for the least dollar. They will also, if you are patient and learn the skill set, they will also really train you to be an excellent marksman if you let them.
Yeah.
You don't give up. Actually listen to advice.
Double recoil in those.
Yeah.
You learn to control that. You will shoot better with firearms. You'll shoot better with PCPs.
Yeah.
Everything. They're great training tools.
I'm wondering, we shot the Gamma Magnum. That's a big gun. We were actually, well, I was consistently hitting at 100 yards once I figured out the holdover with the factory scope. Besides that, and we were shooting the Viper. The Viper is a couple hundred, maybe almost 250 feet per second slower.
Yeah.
So it's like way less gas in the tank. But we ran those PBA Platinums. We didn't hit 1200, but we hit 1150. But they crack in the that's fun. They're not accurate, but boy, they sound cool.
With a brake barrel.
Yeah. But that was 26 foot-pounds.
Yeah.
I've got 22 cal PCPs that don't do 25 foot-pounds. So yes, Sue.
John said he's been busy going the other way, trying to regulate down to HFT legal. wouldn't mind losing the auto safety, which makes no sense on a magazine gun.
I think there'd be a great. It would be nice to see a transition back to less is more for me. You know, I actually really like a 177. Did you shoot the AirArms 177 the other day? I know I did. Steve did. We were just plinking with it. We were just testing it.
I don't know.
I think I shot the AirArms.
Yeah, I don't think I shot the AirArms.
We'll
But
get-
I mean, I
That's the one I didn't shoot.
Yeah, you didn't shoot that
Yeah.
one.
But I wanted to shoot, yes.
I shoot 177 all the time, and I'm actually hoping I can get an entry into RMAC this year.
There you
I'm on
go.
the waiting list, and the gun of choice right now is a 22,
Yeah.
and you can shoot bench rest up to 357.
Wow.
And I mean, most people are moving to 30, but I'm going to shoot 22 this year.
Yeah. Okay.
And the what is it? Pyramid Cup.
Right.
I mentioned in Pyramid Cup, my $120 brake barrel from Crossman is going to be at Pyramid Cup. The 177. It's
There you go.
the best little brake barrel I love that thing. It's awesome.
So 578 Beta asks, how'd you wind up here? Well, John is an advertiser with Gateway Airguns.
Yep.
All right, so he helps support Gateway Airguns, and we talk trying it regularly. He's got banner ads up there. Help support what we do. We do some videos for him in support of what he does. And when I was telling him about Expo, I said, look, I really want to have a vendor that we can feature throughout the Expo. To me, I'm going to show all of these things off, and I want to be able to say, here's the guy you can go and get taken care of. You know, that's going to take care of you, right? And so that's, John said, oh, that sounds great. These are the guns I'd like to move. And oh, by the way, I'm coming out. I'm like, all right, well, that's not what I expected, but hey, yeah, it'd be great to have you. So yeah, John flew out on his dime, sent us a bunch of cool guns, and we haven't even got like the coolest gun. We'll probably shoot tomorrow. I think we have scheduled the, too bad it has to go back with him. It's a crying shame.
Oh,
The Scout Evo.
Yeah, Scout Evo is a beautiful, beautiful toy. It's another one like the Hubin, hammerless design.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of it. All electronic. These guys who did this, they're not new to this.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
What's that?
That
Oh
Scout,
yeah.
They're not new to it. They've been
Yeah.
doing electronic triggers in paintball forever.
Yeah.
And they took everything they learned in paintball and they moved it into air guns. So
I mean, it's
these
an
things-
impressive piece of engineering.
they're built like tanks. I mean, the paintball guns, those guys are out there diving in the mud and everything.
Yep.
And it's an expensive gun. I don't think you want to go diving in the mud with it, but
We have to be able to pick it up first. I need to go to the gym and work out just to be able to handle the damn thing.
yeah.
But it's not that bad. But it's stout.
It's a bench rest gun,
Yes,
definitely.
it is. It's all there, buddy. Yeah, and he's got a really cool tripod that sits on. It is. I'm looking forward to shooting that tomorrow. I shot it a little bit the other day, and it will spoil you because it's got how many rounds in the magazine? Like a whole lot, like 30.
Yeah, 30.
29.
It's a lot of them.
30, it's got a lot. And it's just pooch. It's just really, really
When you
nice.
cock it, there's no spring.
Yeah. It's like my day state.
Yeah, exactly like the
Which
day
we
state.
shot that too. It's super nice. I don't know. You know what might be? I hate to say this.
Shoot the day state against the
I'm
Epic.
thinking 100 yards.
100 yards and then 5 shots each and then switch guns.
Oh yeah, switch guns. Okay, we'll do that. Now that would be an interesting 100 yards, 5 shots on our targets. Oof, that's a 3-inch bull.
Yeah,
I think we can do that.
I'm up for it.
We could do that. We could put one of the thank you. Hey, how about me?
Is yours empty?
Yeah.
That's not. I'm not getting on camera.
She was trying to avoid the camera. We could probably see if we can squeeze. I'm not going to guarantee it. We'll try and squeeze it in though. That would be a fun segment.
That would be cool.
Yeah, electronic versus electronic, old versus new. Yeah, I think that one. My Red Wolf was released like in, I think we looked it up, 2018, 2019, something like that. So I bought it in 21. So it was a couple years old. I literally bought it off the back, the back of the AOA van. As they came out.
I've done that too.
I was like, okay, that one stays and that one stays, and how much do I owe you? And yeah, paid for that one.
They used to drive up to New England every once in a while, and I'd empty the van, take half of what they have.
Yeah, very cool. Well, tomorrow we got some cool stuff to shoot again. You got to go back Monday.
Yep.
I wish you'd like had an extra day, but that's okay. Hopefully you can come out again, and we can just. I would like just come out, just hang out, do some shooting, do some videos, do some photography work, get you like 6 months of social media just done. That would be cool. Be about a week and a half. We just come out here and hammer out a bunch of cool, really cool content would be cool. I think I'm also looking at, and I'm really serious about this, and you guys can let me know if you think this would be fun, but having like, and I want to call it Break Barrel Boot Camp because I don't know what else to call it. Be more than break barrels, but people that just want to come out and shoot air guns that they would otherwise never be able to shoot. Just be able to come out for a weekend, spend the weekend, stay here at the ranch. Obviously, we'd have to charge for it, right? We couldn't just do it for free. But I wonder if people would enjoy actually just coming out and shooting 30, 40, 50 different air guns in a weekend. If that would be something they'd be interested in doing and learning about all the different types and the different techniques and the different slugs and pellets and just kind of getting immersed. I was picking on Ben about being
Airgun apprenticeship.
Airgun apprenticeship. All right. Well, there's my wife. She's coming up with stuff. Don't like it. You're fine.
Hey, it's the thing.
Yeah. But I'm talking about Ben drinking from a fire hose. I would be no better.
I'm looking. Okay, I'll find something.
She's gonna find it. I don't know. You guys let me know if you think that'd be cool. If you do it, and I don't even know how we would make that practical, but I think it would be fun. I think
maybe if we can get some manufacturers to
support it. That's not a bad
drop
idea.
off 5 guns that they want to promote. Everyone throws in $30, $40.
I don't know. We'll have to figure it out.
All the guns are used, all the ammo's provided, and
I think it would be so fun.
Spend one day just to shoot all the different ones, and then have a little competition with.
Yeah, have a nice big cookout.
Yeah,
I think it'd be cool. Not now. It's freaking hot. It's actually now is not a bad time of year, but yesterday it was triple digits already.
Yeah.
Today it was much nicer, but it's still hot. Tomorrow's supposed to be even nicer, so that's awesome. I thank John for dragging a little bit of cool weather out here with him. He forgot to bring the rain, though. Next time, bring the rain.
Okay.
All right.
I'll put it on the schedule.
Yeah, so tomorrow we'll be shooting, I don't know, all kinds of stuff. Again, we'll be doing more. It's all about the shooter. I think everybody wants round 2 on that target to see if they can do better. I know I do. I don't know if I'll tell everybody what I get, but I really want to do better. And then we've got,
Me too.
I think we're going to have the Sling Guru guys back. We had a little audio glitch today. We figured out what was going on. So hopefully that will be remedied and will be good to go tomorrow. Right, honey?
Well, you fired me, so.
No, you're hired again. I did not think that one through. Not at all. You are not fired. I will fire me before I fire you. Whew, that would be the end of it. Let's see. Anything going on in the chat we need to chat about?
I don't think so. I mean, there's lots of chit-chat, but
Chit-chat.
I don't know that there's anything that's like vital
Okay.
to comment on or anything.
All right. Well, we're going to start tomorrow again about 9 o'clock. It ran, I think.
And it's on Facebook and Vimeo, not YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Yes, because we can't touch a
You
gun.
need to tell them.
Sorry.
I don't
Sue
know.
is right. It's on Facebook and Vimeo, not on YouTube, because we can't touch a gun on YouTube live and stay live. But it goes on our Vimeo channel. So if you go to vimeo.com/AirgunWeb, or just go to our website, theairgunexpo.com. Did you put it on all the other sites too? Yeah. So you can go to theairgunexpo.com, gatewaytoairguns.com, or airgunweb.com, and you're going to get whatever's happening live, you're going to get. And if it's not live, you're going to get a picture and a link to the previous video that just ended. So definitely check it. I think that's how it works.
And if you get lost and get over to NewEnglandAirgun.com, we have links right back there to all that all over again. So
yeah. Okay. So yes, this was the Sling. The last video we did was Sling Guru. Oops, I wanted to see what it showed. Hold on. Yeah. So it shows that, and then you can click
Do you want
on
me
the.
to go there, by the way?
Yeah, just do that real quick.
Your login's trying to come out.
I don't care about it. I'll get rid of it. There it is. See? Away. Away. All right. So when you come to the page, if we're not live, you'll see this, but the link to the most recent live will be right there. Oops, I hit the right button. Okay. And that was 30 some minutes. So there's us having a good time. So yeah, so that's how that works. And it's on all our sites. And you're welcome to peruse things. And we will be taking all the content, segmenting it out, and re-releasing it on YouTube as well after Expo. So that's my sister Cheryl's gonna have lots of fun. Lots of editing.
Beanflip wants to know if the coffee cups are available.
They're kind of special. I'm gonna Ben. I see your all exclamation points. It's down at the range. I may have a couple extra. We'll see after the Expo. If folks want coffee cups or shirts or any of that stuff,
You got to turn around so they can see what's on the back of the shirt.
oh, I want to swivel.
You've set up, can't see it. Look down. There you go.
Ta-da!
Yeah. Ta-da! All right, so
We
yes.
needed John to go like this.
Yeah, there you go.
The
Whew, it's too
banner.
late for that. All right, so I'll let you guys know if we have some extra stuff. I am looking to do T-shirts and hats and that kind of stuff later. I want to get a local company to work with because getting them through Vistaprint is just be way too expensive. These were probably $20 a pop, so pricey. Well, maybe 15. They're expensive. So they are look pretty cool though. Did you see who's right there?
Yeah,
See
New
who's
England
right- there
Airguns
you
sitting
go.
right on there.
Right there.
Every
Every time you
righty-
take a drink.
Every righty's gonna see it.
Mm-hmm.
Every
Well,
lefty's gonna show it to everyone.
Every lefty's going to be looking at Predator pellets, so that's all right. They're good guys too. But that's going to be it. Ben, I will show him the target tomorrow, I promise. And we're going to get a long piece of paracord on, and I'm hoping you set it out like at 100 yards, and maybe that's going to be the target of opportunity. And if you can knock that down, you get, I don't know, something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we will have fun nonetheless. Guys, that's going to be it. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. If you have questions, comments, leave them down there in the comments, and we will do our best to respond. Check us out this week, or this weekend at Airgun Expo. We're on live on tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday, and then that'll be the wrap, and then we'll do nightly lives, just kind of kicking the stuff around here. And tomorrow I'll have Javi from Sling Guru, and then Monday I'll probably have Steve and his son from Sling Guru. So I think that's the schedule. If you want to check out the official schedule, go to the website. I think it's under here and then schedule.
It's under
The virtual show floor,
virtual
yeah.
show floor schedule.
Yep, and we did have some changes, so we're going to be rotating some things in tomorrow to make things fit. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. John, thank you for coming and hanging out, man.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for having me.
All right. See you guys. Have a great night. You really did need vodka.
Yeah, I know the mod guys don't like me.